Let us look at set objects in JavaScript. Set is an object in JavaScript. It contains a collection of unique values. So if at all a duplicate value is given to a set, it displays only the first unique value. Here, I'm going to be declaring a set now. Declaring a set, and then I'm going to be displaying it within a div element. So div id equal to declare set. Okay, now in scripts, here to declare a set, I'm going to be giving a constant, const. This is going to be empty set is equal to new and then the constructor set of. This declares an empty set. Now if we try to display this empty set, it's not going to display anything. So let's just try const empty set div element is equal to document dot get element by id of the id of the div. Empty set dot for each. Since set is a collection of values, we will have to use a looping system to display, to iterate over each element and display it. For each of value empty set div dot inner HTML plus we are using the concatenation operator of value. If we check, there are no values because the set is an empty set. Before that, let us give DOM content loaded. Document dot add event listener of DOM content loaded, comma function of we are giving the whole code inside the document content loaded. All right, now the next one is to give values, to add values to a set. Let us give add set values. Then I'm going to be creating another div tag to display the values of set. Display set. To add the values, I'm going to be declaring a new set and passing values to it. Const sample set is equal to new set of. You can give any unique values can be given for a set, but the only condition is the values should be unique. I'm giving a b 1 9 programming Now I have given some unique values here. Let us try displaying these values. Const display set is our display set is equal to, we will have to get the HTML element. I'm just copying this. HTML element is display set. And then we are using for each loop to display those values. So our element is display set dot for each of value, and then sample set. And then within this loop, we will have to use the HTML element dot inner HTML plus equal to value. We will have to iterate over the values. We have used the for loop to display, to iterate over the values within our set. Now let us see if the values are displayed. Let us see what the issue is here. All right, we didn't link our script. Source equal to script.js. Okay. Our data is like attached together. Let me give a comma and a space. Now we can see our values are displayed. This is how we use the values from set. Next, we can check for the type of set. Set type is usually object. Now let us see what it displays. Type of set. Type. Const. We will get our HTML element equal to document dot get element by ID of typeset. All right, now to this HTML element, we are going to be displaying if the type of our set is object. So typeset dot inner HTML is equal to, let us take this set, sample set. Type of sample set. It's an object, so we can see the type of a set in JavaScript is going to be object. Next will be inserting values. Let us see how to insert new values to a set. Likewise, let us create a HTML element. Insert values to set. Insert. Now let me get our HTML element. Insert set is equal to document dot get element by ID of. Okay. Okay, now we have got the HTML element. Now we are going to be inserting values to our set and display those values within this step. For that, let us give a sample set, which is our set name, sample set dot add of we will have to add the value to be added here, so that it will be added at the end of our set. It will be added as the last value. So let us add 0 0. Now let us try to display this value. I'm just copying this loop for each loop. So display set insert document.get element by id of, this is not needed. So sample set dot for each of value, our HTML tag is insert set dot inner HTML equal to value. Let us see if the set is displayed with a new added value. Now we can see the newly added value 0 0 is added at the end of our set. The next functionality will be to check if a specific value is present in our set. Check if a value is present. Check set value. Now let us get our HTML element, get set value is equal to document dot get element by id of Now we will have to check if a specific element is present in our set. So let us check if 0 0 is present in our set. So we are going to be displaying it in our HTML. So get set value dot inner HTML is equal to, we will have to display if that value is present. So dollar of our set name is sample set dot has 0 0 So the line is sample set dot has of the value. So we are checking if this sample set has this value. Now it displays like true. So it returns a Boolean value if our value is present or not. Next is to delete a value within a set. Let us give our div delete a value, check set value, delete value. I'll just copy this. Delete value. So here it's going to be delete set value, and our ID is delete value. Now we are going to be deleting a value from our set. So here, sample set dot delete of. Let us see if this works. We are going to be just deleting 0, 0 and displaying it in our div. Sample set dot Alright, so here we have given sample set dot delete. Now it's deleted, so it's giving us true. Now let us try displaying. So I will give this outside this loop, outside this inner HTML, and I will use a for each to display the remaining contents of our set. So display set dot inner HTML. Okay. So let us see. Yeah, we can see that the element 0, 0 got deleted and it prints the remaining elements of the set. Next one will be to get the size of a set. Let me create a HTML element for that. Size of set. Set size. Let me just copy this code. Here it's going to be set size. We are getting the HTML element. Now we will have to display the size within this element. So set size dot inner HTML equal to sample set dot size. We can see it's 5. We have totally 5 elements here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it displays 5. The next one will be an iterator object. We have iterator objects like values of and entries of. So the iterator object is used to access the elements of a data structure sequentially. So here our data structure would be set, and when we use values of or entries of, it displays the elements one by one sequentially. First, let us use values. Here, iterator is going to be values. Set values. Next will be entries. I'll create a div for that as well. Entries. So set entries. Now we have created two div tags here. Iterator values is going to be the first one. First, let us fetch our div tag const values iterator div is equal to document dot get element by id of the id here, which is set values, and then we will have to use the iterator const iterator values is equal to, our set is sample set, our set name is sample set, so sample set dot values of. Now we have used the iterator here with our set name dot values of. Now we will have to use for of loop to iterate through these values and display it. For that, for const values of this variable, we are going to be iterating through this, and then we will be displaying it here. For that, iterator div dot inner HTML is equal to $of. We will be giving this values. Let us see if this works. It just displays one value. Oh, I haven't used the concatenation here. And let me use a comma and space for readability. Yeah, now we can see it displays sequentially, it displays in the same order that we have given for our set. So the main purpose of iterator values is to display the elements in a sequential way, one by one. Similarly, for entries, so here is going to be entries, set entries. I hope this is correct. Yeah. And then here it's going to be entries, sample set dot entries of. Here const values of our data. So here iterator entries has our sample set data, and we are going to be using for loop to display it. Now our div tag dot inner HTML is equal to this values. The main purpose of entries is to display data like key value pairs, like we have in objects. But here we don't have key value pairs, we just have the values alone for set objects. Hence here what it does is it displays value pair. Since we don't have keys, it displays only the value pair. Let us see if we can see it displays value pair. This is the purpose of entries method in set object. So that is all about our set object in JavaScript.